Got that. It's on there pretty good. I don't think that's coming off. I don't know if that's got enough fuel in it to do what I need. That's got enough in it though. All right. So as I get ready to go, probably should have been better prepared, right? That's life. This thing had a little bit of fuel in it. I pretty much run it out the other day. And actually, there's my hand. I'm out of fuel. Which is okay. I'll have to make some more tomorrow because I'm going to start on pumpkins. And I don't want to put you guys sick. But pumpkins is incredibly boring. And I hate to put anybody through that. But you know what? The heck with it. If you guys want to sit through it. Let's see what the guy. Hey, Joe, Woodworkers Dilemma. What's going on, buddy? Glad to see you, man. Hey, Dad, Plywood. Glad to see you guys. Heck yeah. All right. Appreciate you guys being here. So, I don't know if you can see it. There's a bear cub down here. And you can see it in the thumbnail. What we're going for is kind of a version of this thing we flex shaft the other day. Hey, Chucker. What's going on? But anyway, there's a little bear cub down here. Honey, beehive, I mean. And there's a cardinal up here. And I may change the appearance of the cardinal a little bit. But I'm going to start with that. Actually, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead. This is oak. And this is, you can see the serious knurling in this. This is going to be tough. But we're going to do it. Hey, Matt, what's going on, man? Glad to see you. I was talking to somebody today about you. And actually, it was Chucker using a torch to clean burrs out. And Matt, you're the first person I ever seen do that. You put out a video about it. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, I'll stop jawing and take some straight lines out. And I'm going to start out by trying to take some of these straight lines of some of these pieces out. And at first I thought maybe I'd relief carve it, but I think I'm just going to cut it out. It's going to be hard because it's oak. But then on the other end of this is, yeah, I don't know. Let's just shut up. Y'all hit the like button. How about that? You guys hit the like, we'll do the rest. That's bouncing around way too much. I think I'll just use a carving bar and work that slowly. So I got these big pieces and I can dig in these big pieces and try to get like big sections of them out. So that's what I'm going to do with this, because that's just not it's not very pretty, you know. Well, whatever. Well, it's pretty much out of fuel. Okay. It doesn't seem like that was going the way we wanted it to go anyway, so. And I run out. What I got in here, if I don't get it done with these other two saws, I got to make fuel. So, whatever. yesterday, if you were here yesterday, you probably seen me hit one of them screws and tear that chain up on a still. I did remember to sharpen it. That said, y'all hit the like. There's 600 people watching and 16 likes. What the heck? Let's go. You guys, I'd be taking bets on if this is going to snap off or not. I really doubt it because, like this piece here, I mean, look at that. All it's holding that on is that. And if that was a piece of pine, it'd snap right out. Mm-hmm. Cardinal shape. He's kind of looking up. Who knows what he's looking up at? We'll just say he's looking up to the heavens because that sounds good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dig this piece out here too. And there's some things I got to keep in mind, like there's a piece of wood here screwed to another piece of wood, screwed to another piece of wood in order to keep this kind of level. And they got screws in them. And I got to worry about hitting those screws. I don't want to hit those screws, but that's the way it goes. I might hit them. But hey, you guys just sit back there, relax, hit the like button, and we'll go from there, okay? How about that? All right. Maybe. the jaw vise. All right, hey, it's custom model. How about that? So we're getting there. I got this little piece here to cut out to get this silhouette going, but it's going. Going. What, boss lady? Huh? Good? All good? Okay, she gave me the thumbs up and didn't punch me or mace me or anything. Hey, 72 likes already. We've been on here for 12 minutes. You can't go wrong with that, can you? I can't believe I got this far in 12 minutes. Can you guys believe that? Oh, well, that's what happens when you're using a chainsaw. And it's, and you're stupid. That goes with it too. Trying to wonder about these, cutting this piece out. If I should go ahead and move it up. It would make the Cardinal a little bit harder to work if I did that. So I think maybe I should go ahead and start carving this bird. And I'm going to use the other saw to do that. The one I sharpened the chain. Let's get the Cardinal done and then we'll move the whole carving up some. I think would be the way to do it. Kick that out of the way. I gotta remember that screws there. I just sharpened this thing. Broke off. How about that? Well, I guess he's sitting on the end of the limb. How about that? That's what we're going to call it. What if anybody was gambling and won some money on that? I'm not encouraging you guys to gamble by any means. Yeah. bird brakes on. My confidence is not high that that will stay together. Well, we're gonna find really from there on I can sand that guy. But the wood is so dry too, and like if you thought the beak chipped off, you're right. So, but there was still enough wood there that there's no problem to make that work. I mean, I thought about maybe I'll take a little bit out of that just to give it a little point, but if I'm gonna do that, I probably better be doing it with a grinder because I don't want that to chip off. So I'm gonna go ahead and work my way down this here a little bit, and then I'm gonna move this whole thing up. Get this. Because I don't know, I don't want to take too much off here and have my beehive chip off. If it chips off, I mean, this whole thing is kind of a mess, you know what I mean? Hey, what we got, 90? Let's see. 96 likes. Heck, we're almost up to 100 likes in 20 minutes. I will take that. That's really awesome. You get a little drink of juice there. Some kind of blue Minute Maid or something like that. Just so you juice, drink it. buddy. It's a little hot. I mean, you seem a little out of control. No, that ain't that kind of thing. Keep pushing. No, there's no screws in that. Okay. There's that one. I gotta get this other one in there, hold it up. And then I don't know about the bearer. I'll kind of have to look just to try to protect the chain and everything from hitting it. And yeah, if it does, I'll sharpen it again. It's all good. You can rebuild it. So chain sharpeners are for, right? Okay, so that's about what I got here. Is it's about there, and I think with the way that piece chipped off here, I probably better play it safe and just kind of cut this piece out and go from there. So I'm going to work that next, so we get our beehive worked in there next, carve it up. What we can do with the chainsaw anyway. Meat on there like that, I think I'm going to be a little safer of being able to hope that that thing sticks. So let's go ahead and carve this up and put the shapes in this and all that. Round the piece of limb, try to make it look nice. I don't know. know. By the time I burn it and sand it, it'll look great, I think. I don't know. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. We're up to 119, man. That's awesome. Coming up on 27 minutes. Heck yeah. I'll take that. So now I'll start digging this bear out. And I'm just thinking about the screws. I don't think I want to go any higher than the way I got him right now. But I do want to come in with the camera a little bit and point it down at the bear as I carve it, I think. Let's see. See if I can't bring this up and bend it forward a little. Oh, no, I'm trying. I don't like getting too carried away because it seems like I get too carried away. Uh-oh, what do we got here? Smiley faces. Heck yeah. How about some toilet bowls? I want to see toilet papers, toilet bowls. I also want to see aliens. Heck yeah, I like that stuff. That's awesome. Carve a bear. Switch them out back and forth a little bit. This one will run out of fuel first. Yeah. Maybe it ain't gonna run, I don't know. Come on, your mom. You end up with a one-legged bear. We can't have no one-legged bear, that's for sure. That $10, you are awesome. Just so you know, we appreciate that very much. Heck yeah. On behalf of one-legged bears all over the Great Smoky Mountains, thank you for your support. Somebody's going, he's in the Great Smoky Mountains? I thought that schmuck was from Ohio. realized that I need to do this in order to raise more money for singing lessons. Because when I sing, it's like, it's kind of sounds like I'm in Iraq or something. I don't know. Uh-oh. Singing lessons to Barney Fife. No amount of help is going to make that better, right? Man, I can't believe you guys are so negative. I say that out loud. Don't be judging that I'm working that area. The wife said I could not bring this bear home unless it was neutered. I gotta watch that screw, don't I? Man, I'm telling you. Who put that there? Can you believe that? I can't believe somebody put that there. Alright, let's get her out of there and get it done. Move it in the head for now. So I can get that paw bug out. There we go. I think it's coming out pretty good though, especially the bear. The bear's looking pretty good. I'm worried about like a nose chipping and stuff like that. But look, you just can't get everything right. That's just life. Let's see if we can't get that fixed on him. He's looking pretty good though. I think he's coming out pretty good. Steve, you can't see it. I'm in the shot. I get it. There's a guy out there named Steve going, damn, how did he know? check with what's in the other one. And I think we can. I mean, there's not a lot of chainsaw work left. I mean, we gotta really maybe clean that up a little bit, give the tree a few lines, and give the finish the barrel, give it some hair. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and move that screw. Maybe it might be too far out. We'll find out. I'm gonna go ahead and move that screw so I can work on it. Because other than maybe adding a line or two, I don't have no other reason to be over here. But I like making these. I like making these big relief carvings, or, you know, kind of cool relief carvings like this, you know. It's a scene of something going on, you know. All right. Mirror, because that I'm gonna burn that in just like it is, and I'm gonna burn it going down that way with a man paw burr. But anyway, so I'm gonna start hairing this dude. He looks pretty good. Other than that, you know, get his nose in, leave all this alone, sand this after the fact. But from about to here on down, let's give him some hair. before I burn him, I'm going to sand. I'm going to sand everything from this level down, make it nice. We'll burn the bear. That's just, I don't know. People like burning. Maybe I should just burn the bear first. That'd be, if I was a nice guy, I'd burn the bear, wouldn't I? Okay. Why would you burn the bear, Mr. Bear? Are you a bear burning bear? You jerk. You know, where in the heck that dude's my striker? I don't know. But I think chainsaw-wise, that dude's done. We'll go ahead and I just got to figure out where I put my striker. I don't know. So I carry that striker back and forth between here and the carving desk. And I had it in my back pocket yesterday at one point. And I don't always get a lighter from the boss lady. But, you know, it's one of them things. I got a brand new LP tank, I can tell you that. Because I'd run out of gas. So I had to get something. But by the time we smooth that dude out, he's going to look so cool. I like this piece. I really like, man, the image on there looks really good too. Heck yeah, that's pretty nice. Appreciate y'all, man. 184. Okay, we'll take that. Let me go over here and look for this striker real quick. I'll be right back. Everybody loves a good burn. Oh, striker, where might you be? A lighter or some fire. All right. Oh, boss lady. Get out of here, Tarzan. Did you guys hear Tarzan? Man, I really get tired of him. He comes around a lot. Sorry about that long hiatus there, people. But hey, what's going on? I can't believe it. We got more likes than we wasn't even here. We'll take that. Okay. Let's burn this bear and burn some fruit. It just sands easier if you do, I guess. I don't know. What am I doing? Did I never turn the gas on? That would help, don't it? Okay. But anyway, had to get a new tank today. And is what it is. It's just expensive. So that $10, man, it's kind of nice, you know. YouTube gives you half. Okay, maybe I had the valve to the valve, right? Or did I already have it open? Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. All right, let's redo this. I haven't used this. And actually, oh, you know what? I'll be darned. I never tightened it. Man, it's probably a good thing this thing didn't work, right? I'm going to blow myself up. Hey, you didn't hear me say that, by the way. No, I don't care. If you don't know, there's only been one person lived on the earth that didn't make any mistakes. And that was it. 2 perfect men and one of them was a screwball. It's funny how they never refer to Eve as a perfect woman. I don't know. Apparently because she wasn't. I don't know. You'd have thought she'd have been, being the first one. I don't know. Well, she's probably perfect in some aspects, you know. Who knows? Who knows? We can't really speculate. I can't believe I forgot to do that. I mean, yeah, I can. I cannot believe it's not butter. That's what I cannot believe. getting there. I'm going to use a pipe wrench because my crescent wrench, I don't know where it's at. There's one out here somewhere, but I don't know where. You go with what you can get, right? I can't believe that thing's still working. Actually. All right, we're finally tight. Okay. Is this on? Yeah, okay, I'm turning it on. Finally got it right. Okay, let's see if we can get some gas going. Sorry about that. Uh-oh, what do we got here? $2 from Baby Kisses. Bear Lighter Fund. Baby Kisses, you're so good to me. I got a striker. I just don't know where the heck I put it. That's funny, Bear Lighter Fund. I got one. She's so awesome. That's funny. It's funny too, because Baby Kisses does not want any attention. She doesn't want somebody to subscribe to her, any of that kind of stuff. And yet she's put out a little bit of content for our enjoyment and some of the family enjoyment. And her content is just awesome. She's a heck of a carver. Too, I want to put a couple lines in this tree down through here. I'm going to do that, and yeah, and then we're going to sand that level. Okay, which one still got gas in it? This one. Probably not much though. That way when it's sanded, it'll have a little bit of life to it. The tree will have a little bit of life. It don't have to be fantastic, but I mean, who am I kidding? Yes, it needs to be fantastic. Can you hear the gas coming out there? Because I still have the headphones on. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Beating Crazy. Man, Beating Crazy. Man, you're awesome. This is Francis. I appreciate that. She started Baby Kisses. Now Miss Francis, she's being nice, giving me $2. Oh, I think that's awesome. You guys are so sweet. Now, I'd say I'll burn that again once I got it sanded. But let's go ahead and sand that level. This lower and middle level. Hey, you always got to check your mask. Make sure there's no spiders in there. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm serious. After it was July 1st, 2nd, something like that, I got bit by a brown recluse in the arm, and it swelled up, and it was a mess. It was pretty jacked up, and I'm pretty leery of these stupid spiders and things that sting. And then I was in the pool the other day vacuuming out the pool, and a daggone hornet come in there and stung me in the chest. I'm like, man, I guess I'm just every bug's whipping post now. I don't know. Well, if I scared anybody, I didn't mean to. I was just having a good time.
do have a interesting bit of channel news, and that would be that I have not heard from Brandon Watts about his winning Friday, the Friday Night Live, and that would mean that if I don't hear from him by Friday, I'm going to have to give that thing away to somebody else. All right, let's keep that on going. I think that the Santa part of that looks good. I need to give this guy some nose detail and a mouth line, and I'm gonna switch burrs for that before I change this to go for an order on this Cardinal. I'd rather have that done. Okay, let's get out. Man, I'm throwing stuff at myself at this point. I hear thunder in the distance too. That don't make it any better. How long have we been on here? Who we got? Ain't even been an hour yet. I can't believe that. Just now, coming up on an hour. Pretty well. All right, this piece looks pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, so by the time I sink that in, I think that'll be pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and get the eye too, because the eye just really brings it home. And I'm going to two-layer the eye. I've been learning with these manpaw bits. I'll tell you, you can use them in 2 stages, and it just gives you a really cool eye. Now, I don't know if that's necessary with this carving. I'm going to go kind of on an angle like that to get the eye. And if I did, I'd give him a little smaller pupil. I don't know. But let me go ahead and switch this up, and we'll give him an eye. We'll see how this looks. And I might just leave it alone. It's hard to say. But let's do it. What do you guys think? Let's see. Man, I can't believe you guys are giving me money. You guys are so nice. I wouldn't want to touch that, but it looks like at the same time I'm only getting kind of like half an eye. So let me come back and a little bit there. And that's pretty deep in there. But when I look at it, I think after looking at that and that eye being there, I think I should take some of this material out and kind of reburn it. So we could do that. I mean, it's not like it's hard to do. I mean, I could also try to scoop my way down there, but I think I'd be better off take that burr and just take some of that out. Why not, right? And I can always reburn it. And I got a bunch of KUTZALL burrs in here, but I have to take time to change them. And this burr will do it. It's a pointy, kind of fine detail burr. It's just not fast, if that makes any sense. It still does a good job, it's just not fast. The Dremel cardinal I made the other day, I took and I want to go down with that just a little bit more. I took that one and I put white. I painted it black and then I put a little white line on the back of it. Oh, it just makes it so cute, like he's straining the sea up there. Oh, it's cool. Okay, yeah, I want to give that just a little more push on that eye, just kind of round it out a little better because it's got like where I went in it 2 different ways. It's got like a weird line in the middle of it. That did it, yeah. All right, so I can burn that, maybe burn that nose with the little fuzzy pieces I made on the nose. Clean that up real quick, and then I think we'll drop this thing down near the cardinal. If I can remember what to do with the lighter, right? I found it. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I ain't got no excuses now that y'all give me a lighter phone. Baby Kisses was thinking about the lighter phone. Let's drop this down and do some detail work on that cardinal. And we'll be able to call this thing done. We get that part done. Oh, let's see. Let me say hi to you guys real quick. Let's see who we got in here. All right, we got Baby Kisses, Being Crazy, Miss Francis, Michael S. Super Fan. What's going on, buddy? Ernesto, hey, nice to see you. Glad to see you in there. Heck yeah, Plywood, what's going on, buddy? Heck yeah. All right, let me go ahead and take these screws out. We'll drop this thing down and we'll work this cardinal over. So that one will stay out for a moment. There we go. Yeah, other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, it looks just like what we were shooting for, a bear trying to get into. Hey, you know what? I wonder if it's already got one there. Just wondering if I could cheat that in a way to where I wouldn't have to worry about the. I mean, I can always run it through here, but I'll be afraid of it cracking. What the heck? That'll hold it up. That's what we're after. So we'll go ahead and sand that dude down. And I'll tell you, that's a giant cardinal compared to that little baby bear cub, isn't it? I mean, he's a bull cardinal. And that baby bear cub looks like he literally was just born, doesn't he? I don't know that he'd be climbing a tree yet. Super cute. I know he's super cute. And that's what we're going for. Hey, so sometimes these tools won't work. And you're wondering why. They're not plugged in. That's all it is. It's as simple as that. Oh, okay. I just know I'm having fun. Got my grass cut. I don't know, made a thumbnail. Work machine. Yeah, that's in there. Let's say the front just you think you should get everything. That's the way it is. I'm gonna have to get the finger sander to get that in there. And I'm gonna might as well just get that down. It's looking pretty good. Well, that's just simple cardinal. Nothing fancy. Not fancy. You'll paint him. We'll paint him. He'll look pretty good. Paint him red. We'll paint that thing like a kind of a sandy, something in between a sandy and a yellow.
that. Now I'm going to use that pointy burr to do some detail on the face. And then give him an eye will be the last thing. Gotta have a cardinal I can see. Speaking of seeing, I can't see. My daggone glasses are fogged up. It's life, right? That's pretty good. Give him a hole in it. Glider. Oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna need it back there one more time to burn that. All right. Hey, Baby Kisses and Miss Francis gave me $2 a piece to buy lighters, and I'm like, I have a striker, but they didn't care. It's around here somewhere. Well, you know, I don't know. It's a little tiny cardinal. How carried away you gonna get with it? All right, let's give it going. All right.
That's a pretty cool piece. I'm glad I did it. By the time I paint it, I'll look pretty good. And it won't take much to paint that either. That's the heck of it. I just heard that lighter. No, it wasn't that lighter. Okay. What'd I come over here for? Oh, eye. I'm gonna give that an eye. And I might have to go back go in the garage and get that $3.95 because really these are all quarters. I got one. And even that's kind of big, I think. I don't know. Let's find out. Nah, not really. That's not bad at all. Okay, let me go get that $3.95. There's no point going too big. It's just a little Dremel my father-in-law had. It's probably 25, 30 years old. Who knows? It's probably when Dremel first invented Dremel. That's when he got it, you know. Hey, Hilda Jones, what's going on? Glad to see you. All right. Heck yeah. Michael S. Super fan. Heck yeah, buddy. Let me get that real quick and we'll get that new knife. Hey, there's the bats. Oh, man, I hate Tarzan. I hate's kind of a strong word. I dislike him with the level of which I wish he'd fall out of the tree. How about that? Okay. Oh man, that's a pretty good level of dislike, right? No, just kidding. Let's see. So I couldn't find my, which is ironic because I can find my wrench. I don't know. That's the way it is. I'm organized and then I just get so disorganized that I'm not organized anymore. You ever have that? You know, that's kind of like the statement, you know, every time I try to get to where I really want to be, it's already where I am. Okay, all right. Just clear that up. All right, let's get this guy on ball. Heck yeah. Sounds like a pair of cheap beard trimmers, you know? I can hear my father-in-law now. You know, back in my day, that thing was the cat's meow. That's what he would say. Well, I'm glad we advanced. All right, so yeah, a little torch work. That's not bad. I can burn off. But yeah, let's a little torch work match that. Just to match it, really. That's all we're after. I think that looks pretty good. So let's take us, unbolt it, and set it in a neutral place so it's not up against the stand. So it's a little easier to see what's all's going on here. We can see what's going on here, you idiot. You got a piece of wood and you rubbed on it with some tools, and now you think it looks like a piece of art. Sooner or later, whoever buys that's going to die, and it's going to end up in the landfill because nobody cares. That's pretty accurate, you know what I mean? I just saying. Okay, all right, here, we'll set it here by the wheelbarrows and stuff. This will be a little easier to see. Okay, pull that out. What we got? 232 likes, man. 16 bucks. You guys are all right. I don't care. Look at the aliens and the Saturn. Michael S. That is so awesome. So check this little guy out. By the time I paint the nose, I mean, that's insanely cute. I don't know what to say. I mean, not trying to toot my own horn. That's insanely cute. I don't know. Okay, it looks good. And he's getting ready to climb up there. Thanks, baby kisses. Heck yeah. Oh, they don't have a Tarzan emoji. That's all right, though. But anyway, and he gets up here, this little cardinal. Now, I was kind of thinking like our cardinal up here, you know. But in the end, my thought was I wanted to have him looking up like he's getting ready to take off and flying, you know. Hey, I appreciate that, Miss Francis. You're awesome. Hey, Michael, thank you for that. That's awesome. 100 times 4. All right, man, that's 400, in case you didn't know. But that's what we got. Cute little bear cub. Trying to get to the beehive. Yeah, the bees are jerks. There's some stuff flying around in here. Whatever, anyway. And I'll be able to paint that up. It's a dry piece of wood. Now, it is red oak. And I'm sure y'all could tell if you sat here and watched me carve this thing the whole time. Yeah, some pretty hard stuff. But that's what we got. Now, remember, Wednesday, 2 p.m., Creation Dust 777 will be on there carving this coming Wednesday. Be sure and support them, help them. They're on a heck of a tear, and we want to help them keep that continuing as long as we possibly can. And so be sure and check them out, 2 p.m. And check out our buddy Woodchucker, too. You just never know with him, though. I don't think he's got a really clear schedule yet. But that said, we will see you back this Friday. We got to give this thing away if we don't hear from Brandon by the end of the week. So there's 3 pieces to choose from, and we'll have to draw another member. I still got it all planned out in the iPad, so it just is what it is. All right, guys, y'all know the drill. I appreciate you being in here. Come back when you can